Hello, my name is Sondra Wilson. As many of you know, I'm running as the only independent candidate for Iowa governor. I'm running on a comprehensive plan for our infrastructure, education, healthcare, and justice reform. Part of the reason I'm running is that I've never really felt represented in Iowa politics. I feel like when you go to a candidate's website, the first thing that you see is you get blasted in the face by a pop-up asking for money, and then we're used to raising our hands and asking them what their plan is as they dodge or give us slogans instead of real plans. And so for years I've spent building a comprehensive platform you can see on wildwillpower.org that's updated regularly. And my biggest need right now is help gathering signatures to get on the ballot. It doesn't mean people are voting for me. This just gets me onto the ballot and into the debates so that we can have some real options. Some of the highlights of my platform include clean water projects across the state. It includes getting food and herbal medicine community gardens in every town and city. Every Iowan should have access to a place to legally grow food. We talk about rising grocery prices and rising food prices. A lot of Iowans out here in the urban jungles need respite. We need access to nature, and we need a place to legally stick seeds in the ground and grow food. This includes a new statewide gardening class where students will learn to grow food, and the food's used in the school lunch program to offset and lower lunch costs across the state. And it partners schools with horticulture colleges across the state to help come in and teach these classes. I'm running on getting sign language classes in schools instead of just French, German, and Spanish. We should be teaching sign language. Right now there's a shortage of interpreters while both Iowa schools for the deaf just had funding cut. So Iowa's deaf community are going through a quiet crisis that we're not hearing enough about. My plan includes justice reform, simplifying our justice system to make it more accessible to Iowans. I also plan, through the doctrine of popular sovereignty, to abolish government immunity doctrines. When a government official is alleged to have committed a crime, there should be a jury trial, and we look at the evidence and weigh it, instead of judges throwing out cases, not letting it go to the jury because they claim that the government official has immunity. We never voted on immunity doctrines, but this is our opportunity to abolish them. Instead of the state investigating itself, and we know what happens every time, we should have jury trials and enforce the laws. This brings me to part of my plan on how I differentiate from the two parties. Medicaid rights, reproductive rights, and civil rights of adult transgender Iowans have all been violated under what's called color of law. There are color of law crimes currently on the books. We have federal laws and state law equivalents. And right now, the Republican Party of Iowa has violated these rights of various classes of persons in Iowa. We need to hold jury trials and hold them accountable. The Republican Party calls itself the party of law and order, while at the same time violating color of law crimes and violating rights of Iowans. Again, Medicaid rights, reproductive rights, and civil rights. All of those rights are guaranteed under the 9th Amendment of the U.S. Constitution. And for too long as Iowans, we've been trained to believe that one group of people can choose to violate the rights of another group of people. That's not how rights work. When rights are violated, restitution is due. So it bothers me, and I don't feel represented when Rob Sand's, I was a longtime Democrat, Rob Sand, his plan, for example, is let's all just get along now. That's not really sticking up for the rights of Iowans. And I have a comprehensive health care plan, comprehensive infrastructure plan that also opens up new markets for Iowa farmers. There's a whole lot on wildwillpower.org, which gets updated regularly. And if you want to see some of these ideas and some of these plans brought into the debates so that Iowans have some real options this election, please go to wildwillpower.org, and I can use your help gathering signatures to get on the ballot. I can use all the help I could possibly get. I need 3,500 signatures to be validated by June 2nd. So this is a marathon right now. I'm out here on my feet every day because the Secretary of State's office does not allow for online signatures. It only allows for wet signatures. People talk about ranked choice voting, and I'm just going to tell you from an independent candidate's perspective, what we need more than ranked choice voting are the ability for Iowans to sign electronically to get ballot access. I don't have a party machine helping me gather signatures. This is a grassroots effort. We have about 38% independents and non-party registered voters in Iowa, about 38% Republicans, about 28% Democrats. The math fluctuates. You can look it up. There's a lot more independents and non-party Iowans than what people realize. We just need to organize. And despite popular myth, a lot of us are not moderates in between the two parties. We find both the parties a little bit too much alike. They have different stances on certain things, but at the same time, I don't think the Democrats have bold enough stances on certain things. When it comes to reproductive rights or Medicaid rights or civil rights, Democrats tend to talk a big game, but when it comes to enforcing laws that are currently on the books, nothing. It becomes more about winning elections. And I was a Democrat, like I said, for a long time. I'm at the point, no, we should be enforcing laws that are currently on the books, and we should have a governor who stands up for the rights of Iowans and is willing to enforce color of law crimes. The Republican Party used to uphold civil rights back when it was the party of Lincoln, back when it was the party of Eisenhower. And today's Republican Party is a shadow of its former glory that seems more hell-bent on instituting a theocracy here in Iowa. Yes, I plan to end the school voucher program. It's unconstitutional. Dumping public tax dollars into private religious institutions is unconstitutional. Thank you for your time, and I look forward to seeing you further up the campaign trail.